Throwback Thursday, Grateful Thursdays. Welcome to the show. Peace Majan, Spokes H on Kebugana Family, Bobo's High Frequency. It's 8:13. Welcome to the third hour. Philip Skuman is joining us in the building for Property Speaking.
Party advert is paid for by the political party concerned.
For the first time in 30 years, the ANC government will lose its majority. Opposition parties have united as the multi-party charter for South Africa.
What do you think is going to happen with the election? I think MK is going to take 50% of it. MK is going to take 50% of it. But then it's just going to go, they're just going to form a coalition. Well, definitely. One of them is going to
take over
that political party advert was paid for by the political party concerned.
Listen to Capricorn FM on DSTV Audio Bouquet.
Philip Skuman is a broker and founder of REMAX, joining us for Property Speaking. Good morning, Philip. We are grateful for your presence.
Morning, guys. Thanks. I'm always grateful being here.
You know, Philip, today we're looking at usually when people want to buy a property, they would go to online, go to Google search, 3-bedroom home, whatever, and then depend on that property website for the house that they want to buy or whatever it is they want to buy. But sometimes I know what I want by the time I call an agent. And then at other times, I'll just go to the property website to see what's on the market. Which do you usually find works best?
So there's two schools of thought. Most people obviously go to the websites, they would click on a property and they would ask to view it. 99.9% of the time that property is sold already because the agent never removed the sold listing because he wants to keep a fishing rod in the water. Okay, so then he'll show you other properties. So this is how you'll naturally migrate to that, seeing one property, and some agents don't even take you to a second or a third one, trying to figure out what you're looking for. But the idea is to first make touch with an agent. Okay, an agent is going to then, if they are reputable and they know what they're talking about, guide you in terms of what you're looking for, by when you're looking for it, and how much you have available to acquire what you're looking for. So we need to sort of plan this. You can't just head off the bat and say, I want to sign that one. You don't even know if you can, and you don't even know if it's still available, which is the problem. So my feeling would always be to, and I've seen better results like this. I mean, in the past week, I've had 3 clients saying to me personally, this is the best way I've ever been helped by a real estate agent. They're multiple property buyers, because what I did was, instead of, listen, let me take you to the property, or are you pre-approved, the telephonic conversation, I'm like, listen, pop in, let's have coffee. Let's discuss what you want to do. And, after that, I can go through our system and say, this is not going to work for you, this is not going to work for you. I have it available, I can show you, but it's going to waste our time. So let me shortlist what can work, because I've been to the properties, I know what they offer. It doesn't help me to show you. It might help you to get to your decision. And that's how buying a house is a process of cancellation. So you're going to view what's on market and cancel out what doesn't work. So research, I would say you're going to get into it, but it's something, because the market keeps changing as well. And what the market offers keeps changing. So you will only be able to actually do your research accurately if you spend time with an agent in the market currently. And the best idea is to spend it with one agent, or maybe 2, not running around with 5 or 6 different ones, because they're all going to tell you different stories, which is just going to confuse you more. So the idea is to get your research done as properly, as detailed as possible, so you know that what you are buying, you are at peace with. Does that make sense?
No, it does. And I think with what you were saying just now in terms of sometimes you find that agents, they have these houses on the website and they haven't really removed them, and sometimes you wonder, you go there and you're like, wait, this house or this townhouse is still here, no one is interested. Sometimes it's gone, but the picture's still there.
So the other school of thought is, the other school of thought is you find guys that are bargain hunters. Okay, the market is full, it's ripe for them. Those bargain hunters should not contact an agent, because my job is to tell the seller I can get you more if he can. Now I've got this buyer trying to squeeze the price down as low as possible. I said to a buyer this week, let's have beer. We go through my listings, and you tell me which ones you want to put crazy offers in. I'm not going to take you for viewings. We're going to call the seller and say, I know you've got it listed for 8 million. We want to put in a crazy offer of 4. Will you look at us? No. Cool. Then we're not even coming to view. And you get guys that want to do that, but that just wastes time. And some guys have been vastly successful with that. But you're going to make 60 to 80 to 100 calls with no luck just to get one property. You get what I'm trying to say.
Is there a way to balance, because I'm trying to do research and I want to go online and, I'm thinking I'm saving time and I'm not sure I don't know which agent to call. I'm not sure if I want to really sit down. Is there like a balance that you can strike?
So this is the most difficult thing because it depends on your scenario. So for the bargain hunter who's adept at buying property and does this regularly, that guy must rather not, contact the agent because the agent cannot help him because he's looking for undervalued properties. The agent is supposed to be there to market the properties at their value. Does it make sense what I'm trying to say?
100% sure.
So it depends on your situation. If you're a first time buyer and you're just entering this market, I would suggest getting and sitting down with talk to an attorney, a conveyancing attorney. If you've got a friend, most people don't have a friend as an attorney. So I would say get in touch with your real estate agent. It's like a doctor. When you're sick, you know which doctor you're going to go to. It's the same thing with real estate. You should have your real estate agent's number saved on your phone. Someone you click with, someone you speak to regularly.
Yeah, lawyers make very good friends as well because when you're looking for a property, they would likely be the first to tell you that I am handling a divorce case and the wife just wants out. So let's put an offer for that house, my friend, and let's see how you can get it.
But even at that, your best bet you can go for, especially in the price range most people are in, is like maybe 200,000 or 100,000 less. If you're in the 1.2 million bracket, you're not going to find that kind of bargain. So the best way is to decide what you specifically want. Now, if you're in the larger market, I spoke to a guy yesterday. He bought a 10 million rand property for 5 million. Okay, that's where you find bargains. Is if you're in that market where you can spend money and you have money, then you can acquire bargains. So it's largely based on what market you're in. If you're going to do a townhouse, you're not going to find a bargain if it's at the market value because there's another buyer in line to buy that at market value. But at 10 bar, there's not buyers every day. So the seller is more likely or inclined to accept a 6 or a 7 million rand offer. Now your buyer has scored. You see, but that's a guy that will have more information just because of the amount of transactions he's done. So I guess the right answer is as you go, you will learn. But you start small. You don't just bite off a commercial property in the beginning. You start with a small townhouse and you might migrate naturally.
All right, we leave it here for today. Philip, as always, thank you so much for your time. Philip Skuman, broker and owner of REMAX.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.